Welcome back to the 24/7 Sports YouTube page. I'm Steve Wiltfong, and you're here to watch another one of the nation's top high school football prospects announce his college decision. This afternoon, it's top 247 signal caller Walker White out of Little Rock, Arkansas Christian Academy. The 6'4", 218-pound White is tabbed by 24/7 Sports as the nation's number 8 quarterback and number 92 prospect overall. Before we get into it, please like this video and subscribe to the 24/7 Sports YouTube page. Finalists for White include Auburn, Baylor, Clemson, but the blue chip passer had over 20 opportunities for many more of the nation's top college football programs. Let's go to Little Rock and meet with the man of the hour himself right now, Walker White. Walker, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Wilfong.
Yeah, who do you have joining you up there?
The family and and then my head coach and then my quarterback coach on the far right.
Gotcha. Well, Walker, you had over 20 scholarship opportunities. You narrowed it down to Auburn, Baylor, and Clemson. What was the criteria you were looking for in a college football program?
Yeah, for me, I was just looking for somewhere where I can go and develop and become my best. One thing that was really big for me is the culture of the team. I've experienced good and bad cultures, and culture is very important because it shows how hard the other teammates and your buddies are willing to work and to, just put in that extra mentality just to get to where we need to go. And so that's just kind of like been the main focus for me. Obviously, the offensive staff that will be developing me and the offense I'll be running. And if I feel comfortable and confident that I can run it. And the school that I've chosen, it's very confident. I'm very confident in that. And everything, every variable that I've thought of, it all checks.
Well, Walker, the floor is yours to tell everybody where you'll be playing your college football.
Yes, sir. I just want to thank everyone for being here today, celebrating with us. However, most of us are celebrating with a heavy heart because just a couple days ago, a fourth grader here at Little Rock Christian named Paxton Fellers had passed away, and his funeral was yesterday. So I just want to let the family know that our hearts are with them and our prayers are with them, and all of us are here for them as well. So I just want to put that out there. Next thing is I just want to thank a few people. First and foremost, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for dying on the cross for my sins. I wouldn't be here without him today. And him guiding me through this process and being the light just to show me where my true fit is. I want to thank my head coach Eric Koyu, my quarterback coach Bo Shears. I want to thank my offensive coordinator Coach LaCroix and Coach Edmonston. I want to thank a former coach, Coach Stone, who put a lot into me. I want to thank some defensive coaches on our team, Coach Grimmett and Coach Cole for always pushing me, and Coach Shaw just trying to get in my head in practice and it not working. I really appreciate all those guys pushing me. I want to thank my parents and my friends just for always praying for me and supporting me and giving me a hard time sometimes, but they were doing it because they love me. But I'm just so thankful for my friends and family just for always being there and being so supportive of me. And I want to thank my little sister Molly Kate for always being. He's crying right now. I want to thank her for just showing up to every game. If you know who she is, she's the loudest one there. She was just always so supportive of me and been praying for me, and so I'm really thankful for her. I want to thank all my youth group leaders: Tanner Bissett, Hayden Lessenberry, Dylan Drabble, Justin Bates, Tanner Thone, them and their wives, and Justin's girlfriend. I want to thank them for just pouring so much into me and my family. They have done an outstanding job of making me a better man and a better Christian. And I'm so thankful for them, and those relationships will never go away. I'm so thankful just for how much they've done for my family. I just want to say, without all those people in my life, I would not be where I am today. They've done so much for me, and there's been many prayers answered. I'm so thankful for the Lord just guiding me through my steps. I've spent a lot of time praying and meditating on what to do today. And, it's not always been easy, and this process was very fun. It included a lot of travel, a lot of conversations. It was fun, but it wasn't always easy. And I'm just thankful for, everyone that I had just mentioned to keep me humble. I thank the Lord for keeping me humble and keeping my head on straight. And so, I'm thankful for all those people. And, with that being said, I just want to announce that I will be committing to Auburn University.
Walker, congratulations. It's Auburn for Walker White, the nation's number 92 prospect overall, chooses to play for Q3s in the Tigers over his other finalists, Baylor and Clemson. Walker, you told me earlier this week you knew you'd be playing for the Tigers the first time you walked inside Jordan-Hare Stadium. Kind of put that moment into perspective at the end of your visit earlier this month. Walker, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Yeah, you told me earlier this week that you knew you'd be a Tiger the moment you stepped inside Jordan-Hare Stadium at the end of your visit there earlier this month. Just kind of put that moment into perspective.
Yeah, so for me, I'd had an amazing visit at Auburn. And the staff and Coach Freeze and everyone was just so great to me and my family. And the thing that tipped it over for me, the little cherry on top for me, was me stepping on that field at night. My heart sank, and I pictured myself playing on that field. And I told myself, I said, yeah, this is where I want to play. And so that's, at the end of the day, like that, it just felt right. I'm at peace with it. And, all my family have told me that they're going to support me fully. So I'm very, very happy about that.
What was it that stood out about Hugh Freeze and Coach Montgomery and Coach Stone, some of the guys you mentioned as reasons why you chose to play your college football on the Plains?
Yeah, I mean, they've been resilient and keeping up with me and recruiting me. I mean, they've just showed me 100% that I'm their guy. And that's what I want. Like, I want the offensive coordinator, I want the head coach, the quarterback coach, I want them to believe that I'm their guy. And when they believe in me, I mean, it just goes even more upward than that. I start believing in myself even more. And I'm really excited about the offense they're putting together with Coach Montgomery and Coach Freeze. Both of their minds just put together, and Coach Austin and Coach Stone, like all those guys will, I truly believe, I have full confidence they will take me to my best. And I'm just really excited to see what Coach Freeze will do this year, and I'm excited to build off of that coming into my freshman year.
Yeah, you're commit number 3 for Auburn here in this cycle. You've been recruited for over a year. Now you're in the fold for the Tigers. What's your plan to kind of help build this class?
Yeah, so for me, as a quarterback, you're only as good as the guys around you. And so, I'm going to be very active in contacting different athletes. And a matter of fact, I have some athletes I need to shout out, starting with the O-linemen like Jamison Riggs, Blake Franks, Daniel Calhoun, and Jaquan McCoy. Like, I'm coming for those guys. The receivers, I'm coming for Perry Thompson, TJ Moore, Cameron Coleman, Micah Hudson, and I can't pronounce his name very well, but Naquarian Carr. And then all the way to the running backs, I'm going to be contacting Daniel Hill, Kevin Riley, those guys. And then obviously you need the tight ends, those hybrid guys. And I'm going to be contacting Landon Thompson, Cutter Nelson, and Martavius Collins. And so all those guys, like, that's where I'm starting, and we're going to build off of even that.
Walker, well, congratulations to you. I know you're ready to get your recruiting hat on, and you know exactly who you're targeting right now. So thank you for your time. Congrats to you. We're going to bring in Christian Clemente from Auburn Undercover to help us break down Walker White's college decision and what he means to the Tigers. Christian, how are you?
Good. How about you, Steve?
Man, not doing as well as Hugh Freeze in Auburn right now. Walker White threw for over 2,000 yards and 25 touchdowns as a junior, another 837 rushing yards and 16 more scores. What do you love about this pickup for Auburn?
Yeah, for Auburn and Hugh Freeze, I mean, this might be the biggest feather in the cap for these guys. And you look at that 2023 class, they had some big ones there at the end, Keldrick Falk, Kayan Lee, some of those guys. But when you look at Walker White, this might be Auburn's biggest win. He looked like a Clemson lean there for quite a while. And Clemson has had a ton of success with quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson, recently Cade Klubnik. But now it's Auburn and Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze has only been on the job for 2 months or so now, 2 months and some change. And this staff with Philip Montgomery, Ken Austin, Jesse Stone, and Freeze, they go out there and pick up Walker White, which is it's huge. You just heard him talking about it. He's going to be out there recruiting now. Auburn as its cornerstone of the class.
This is a staff that obviously knows how to recruit too. One of the things that Walker said that stood out to him about his visit, it was right when he walked in the door. The entire coaching staff was there waiting for him, greeting him, and treating him like he was already part of the family. I called Auburn Spatula U in the 2022 cycle for the heavy-handed spatula they had, flipping so many prospects in that class. But now they're kind of starting on an equal playing ground with their peers here in this cycle. What have you seen from them that excites you about how they're attacking the trail?
Yeah, they've been extremely aggressive over the month of January, bringing guys in, 2024s and 2025s. That was capped off on January 28th with Auburn's Junior Day. They had over 200 recruits on campus for that Junior Day. It was a little bit chaotic, but it was very productive for Auburn and this new staff to kind of get their name out there. And of those 200, I would say there were probably close to 40 or 50 guys that are true legitimate targets on the board. And some of the guys that Walker had talked about, Perry Thompson, the Alabama commit from Foley, he was on campus earlier in the month, had a ton of good things to say about Auburn and Marcus Davis, the new receivers coach. Jamarian Burnett, the running back from Andalusia. Look, they've had a ton of really talented guys on campus over the month of January. And the staff is playing catch up a little bit for those guys. But clearly, with Walker White's win over landing him over Clemson, this staff has kind of proven that they're able to win, and they're able to win in this cycle for sure.
Well, they certainly won a big recruiting battle today. And for more on Walker White and his commitment to Auburn, head over to Auburn Undercover for Christian Clemente's coverage and the rest of the staff with the big news that Walker White is headed to Auburn. And thank you for tuning into this video. Please, again, like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you down the road for the next commitment of one of high school football's best football recruiting prospects. Take care.